Have you ever felt like your relationship is stuck in an endless cycle of chasing and retreating? One partner craves closeness and reassurance, while the other pulls away to protect their independence. This push-pull dynamic is the hallmark of what's known as the anxious-avoidant trap, a pattern that can leave both partners feeling misunderstood, frustrated, and emotionally drained. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. In this video, we'll explore how this dynamic develops, why it's so common, and most importantly, how you can break free to create a healthier and more balanced connection. The anxious-avoidant trap occurs when two people with opposing attachment styles, anxious and avoidant, find themselves in a relationship. The anxious partner seeks emotional intimacy and constant reassurance to feel secure, while the avoidant partner values independence and may withdraw when things feel too intense. These differences often lead to a cycle of pursuit and withdrawal, where each partner's actions unintentionally trigger the other's insecurities. The anxious partner might interpret the avoidant's need for space as rejection, leading them to pursue even harder. In response, the avoidant partner may feel overwhelmed and retreat further, reinforcing the anxious partner's fears. This cycle can create emotional tension and make it difficult for both individuals to feel truly satisfied in the relationship. One reason this dynamic is so common is that people are often unconsciously drawn to partners whose behaviors mirror unresolved issues from their past. For example, an anxious individual who experienced inconsistent caregiving may feel a sense of familiarity in the avoidant's emotional distance. Similarly, avoidant individuals who learned to prioritize independence in childhood might feel comfortable with the anxious partner's emotional intensity, even if it feels overwhelming at times. This dynamic can feel magnetic because it taps into deep-seated attachment needs, but it often leads to frustration and hurt when those needs go unmet. Recognizing this pattern is the first step to breaking free from its grip. The anxious-avoidant trap can manifest in various ways. You might find yourself constantly seeking reassurance or overthinking your partner's actions, while they seem distant, unresponsive, or hesitant to commit. Arguments may revolve around recurring themes like emotional availability, time spent together, or unmet expectations. You may also notice a pattern of temporary relief followed by recurring conflict. After a period of closeness, the avoidant partner might withdraw, triggering the anxious partner's need for reassurance, and the cycle repeats. This emotional roller coaster can leave both partners feeling stuck and unsure of how to move forward. Breaking free from the anxious-avoidant trap requires intentional effort from both partners, but it often starts with self-awareness. Begin by understanding your own attachment style and how it influences your behaviors in the relationship. Are you seeking reassurance to soothe your anxiety or withdrawing to protect yourself from vulnerability? By identifying these patterns, you can take steps to respond differently. For the anxious partner, focus on self-soothing techniques and building emotional independence. Instead of seeking constant reassurance from your partner, find ways to validate your own feelings and reduce your reliance on their responses for security. Engaging in self-care, pursuing hobbies, or spending time with supportive friends can help you feel more grounded. For the avoidant partner, practice leaning into moments of vulnerability. While it may feel uncomfortable, small steps toward emotional openness can help build trust and reassure your anxious partner. For example, sharing a thought or feeling you might typically keep to yourself can go a long way in fostering connection. Both partners benefit from open and respectful communication. Instead of criticizing or blaming, express your feelings and needs in a way that invites collaboration. For example, the anxious partner might say, "I feel more secure when we check in regularly. Can we set aside time each week to connect?" Similarly, the avoidant partner might share, "I need time to recharge after a long day, but I value our time together. Let's find a balance that works for both of us." Healthy boundaries are essential for breaking the cycle of the anxious-avoidant trap. For the anxious partner, This might mean setting limits on how often you seek reassurance or learning to give your partner space without feeling abandoned. For the avoidant partner, it involves creating boundaries that allow for independence while also prioritizing moments of connection. Boundaries aren't about shutting each other out. They're about defining what you both need to feel secure and respected in the relationship. By communicating and respecting these boundaries, you create a foundation for mutual trust and understanding. Sometimes, the patterns of the anxious-avoidant dynamic are deeply ingrained and difficult to navigate alone. If the cycle feels overwhelming, or if efforts to break free aren't working, seeking support from a therapist can make a significant difference. Couples therapy provides a safe space to explore these dynamics, while individual therapy helps each partner address their own attachment patterns and emotional needs. The anxious-avoidant trap can feel like an endless cycle, but with awareness, communication, and a commitment to growth, it's possible to break free and create a more balanced relationship. By understanding your own attachment style and working together to meet each other's needs, you can transform the push-pull dynamic into a partnership built on trust, respect, and emotional security. If you'd like to dive deeper into attachment styles and strategies for creating healthier relationships, I've written several books that provide practical tools and insights. You'll find the links to those in the description below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts or questions in the comments. I'd love to hear how you've navigated the anxious-avoidant dynamic in your relationships.